Okay, welcome to my class yet again. My name is Amechi. I'm a filmmaker and also a video editor. Today, we're going to be talking about creating a video sequence. In one of our previous videos, we've talked about two methods of how to create a sequence. But today, we're going to be talking about more about creating a video sequence. Once you have imported assets, you can begin arranging them into a sequence. Sequences are built and refined in the timeline panel. The timeline panel can be accessed through most workspace. In the step below, we will access the timeline panel through the assembly workspace. To understand more about the assembly workspace and also the different workspaces in Premiere Pro, please go back to my channel and watch the introduction class, which will talk more about the workspaces. And also, please subscribe to my channel to receive notification on all my videos. Okay, so the timeline panel interface. To simplify this panel, we will break the panel down into three groups: the timecode group, the track option group, and the sequence group. Each contains tools and options for creating a sequence. Okay, for this class, we're going to be talking about the timecode group. Number one, here on our diagram in our curriculum, the timeline panel features the following tools. On our diagram here, we can see the timecode group. Okay, this timecode group is what we discussed extensively on our previous videos, so you can go check it out. B, we see the track option group. When we come back to our Premiere Pro, you can see this area right here. It's called our track option group. All right, so in this track option group, we can see all the functions, all the tools, all these icons. They mean something. On our timecode group diagram, we can see number one, the time code. This time code indicates the current position of the playhead within the sequence, which we discussed on our last video. Number two, insert sequence. This icon here, which is our number two, insert the sequence into the current one. Okay, number three, snap. This snap to icon here, where you see eliminate gaps between clips in the timeline. We're going to have a little bit of demonstration here to explain how to eliminate gap between clips in our timeline. All right, on this our timeline, right, we have a long clip without any cut. All right, so we're going to create a cut by highlighting these two clips, the video clip and the audio clip together, and hit C on our keyboard. Okay, to create a shortcut, it changes our cursor to a shortcut called razor tool. Okay, this razor tool is used to cut between clips, between long clips. Okay, to cut it and create a cut between the two clips. All right, so we're going to create a cut here where we have our playhead, and here also on the audio clip where we also have our playhead. All right, and click V to change our razor tool, all right, to a selection tool. Okay, this selection tool is the tool we use to select the two clips together, which is the video clip and the audio clip. So now we're going to select it and click and drag it to create a space between this clip, this first clip here, and the second clip. To further explain how we can eliminate gaps between the clip, right now we've created a gap between these two clips. All right, to eliminate this gap, all right, now we'll make sure that this particular snap tool here, which we want to understand how to use it, we'll make sure that it's turned on. Okay, if it's turned on, if it's showing blue, that means it's turned on. But if it's not showing blue, if it's showing gray, that means it's turned off. All right, when it's turned on, this is the effect what we're going to get. All right, now when it's turned on, we do the same method, like using our selection tool to highlight these two clips together, which is the video clip and the audio clip together, and drag it to the first one. All right, now for us to know that it's snapping, we can see like in the middle, we can see where we have an arrow in the middle. That indicates that it has snapped between the previous clip and this one we're dragging to the previous clip. Okay, that shows you that there is no gap between the clips. When we undo it and we turn it off, okay, and we try to snap it, we don't see that arrow between the two clips. Okay, so there's no indication that the clip is snapping together. There's no indication that there is no gap between. Okay, so it goes into the previous clip and it goes out and it messes up with our clip. Okay, we don't want that. So the essence is to turn this on and click and drag it and it snaps, and we know that it snaps and there's no gap between the clip. All right, number 4 here, to link selection. When enabled, clicking a linked clip in the timeline selects all linked tracks. All right, now when we come back to our timeline, we can see this link selection, this the icon here that we are trying to understand its function. Okay, the function of this is in a situation where we have a video clip and an audio clip. Okay, now we'll click on this video clip. It is only this video clip that is being highlighted without the audio clip. That means it is not linked together. Okay, by the time we highlight both of them and link them, when we have a link clip, all right, by the time this is enabled, our link selection here is enabled. Okay, and we'll click on it. We see that when we click on the video clip, it selects both the video clip and the audio clip together, which has been linked together. Okay, by the time it's unselected, when we click on the video clip, we can see only the video clip selected without the audio clip. Now also when we click on the audio clip, we see only the audio clip selected without the video clip. All right, when we go back to enable it, we can see when we click the video clip, the both audio clip and video clip is selected together. So that is a function of the link selection. When the two clips are linked, when you turn it on, okay, when you click on one, it selects both. When you turn it off, when you click on one, it selects only one. That is the function. Okay, and number 5 here, which is the marker. Add a marker to the timeline at the playhead. All right, at this particular point, this is our playhead. All right, this is our playhead right here on our time code, which is showing 7 seconds, 38 frames. All right, so on this time here, we can click on this to add a marker right here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and click on this. So when we click on this, you see we've added a marker. But when we move our playhead over here, we see the marker right here. We can add another marker. We see another marker right here. We'll move it. We'll add another marker. We see another marker right here. It is just to create a point between your clips, to create a note or a point between your clips, so you don't forget why you created the marker between the clips. When we come further, we see we'll create another marker. So that's the function. Okay, number 6, we have the timeline display setting. Adjust visible elements in the timeline. All right, by this icon, it means timeline display settings. When we click on it, it shows us different settings that we want to adjust on our timeline if the need arises. But if not, it is not necessary. Okay, with this explanation, if you have a question, please drop it on the comments. And if not, I'll see you on our next class.